verdict was written before the trial began. The year is 1320. The air in Avignon, the temporary seat of the papal court, hangs thick with incense, ambition, and whispered accusations. Pope John XXII, a man known for his sharp intellect and even sharper fiscal policies, holds court amidst a swirl of cardinals, petitioners, and the ever-present murmur of political intrigue. But today, the usual machinations are overshadowed by a scandal that threatens to shake the very foundations of the Church. Jacques de Cazals, the Bishop of Rheims, stands accused of heresy, a charge carrying the weight of excommunication, imprisonment, or even death. Our guide through this labyrinthine case is Etienne, a young, ambitious court scribe, diligently recording every word, every gesture, every fleeting expression. He believes in justice, in the power of the Church, and in the meticulous truth he captures with his quill. But even Etienne is about to discover that truth in Avignon is a slippery, dangerous thing. One morning, while preparing his quills, he stumbles upon a sealed document bearing the papal seal, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the archives. Its label sends a chill down his spine. Verdict, Jacques de Cazals. How could the verdict be known before the trial has even begun? Etienne, his youthful idealism now curdled with suspicion, begins his own discreet investigation. The Bishop of Rheims, Jacques de Cazals, is a complex figure, a man of known piety, yet also whispered to possess a heretical fascination with forbidden texts. The formal charges against him detail the usual accusations: denying the divine nature of Christ, dabbling in astrology, and questioning papal authority. But the evidence is flimsy, circumstantial, and largely based on the testimony of disgruntled former servants and rival clergymen eager to see Cazals fall from grace. Etienne interviews these witnesses, meticulously comparing their accounts, and quickly notices discrepancies, subtle inconsistencies that suggest coaching, manipulation, and outright lies. He finds that many of the witnesses have received favors from Cardinal Guillaume, a powerful figure known to be jealous of Cazals's influence with the Pope. Could Cardinal Guillaume be orchestrating this entire charade? The more Etienne uncovers, the more he realizes that this trial isn't about heresy at all, but about a power struggle within the Church, with the Bishop of Rheims as the unfortunate pawn. But who sealed the verdict? The stakes escalate dramatically when Etienne confides in a trusted colleague, Brother Mitchell, about his discovery. Mitchell, initially sympathetic, suddenly turns cold and warns Etienne to abandon his investigation, hinting at dire consequences if he persists. That night, Etienne finds Brother Mitchell dead, an apparent suicide. But Etienne, examining the scene, notices a detail, a faint trace of ink on Mitchell's fingers, the same unique ink used by the papal scribes, and a hastily scribbled note that references a deal gone wrong. It becomes agonizingly clear that Mitchell was silenced, not by his own hand, but by someone desperate to protect the premature verdict. Driven by a mix of fear and righteous anger, Etienne decides to take a desperate gamble. He knows that exposing the conspiracy directly to the Pope is too risky, as Cardinal Guillaume's influence extends throughout the Curia. Instead, he resolves to leak the sealed verdict, hoping to expose the injustice and force the truth into the light. But to whom can he trust? Etienne anonymously posts the sealed verdict on the door of the Avignon Cathedral in the dead of night, hoping it will incite public outrage. The effect is immediate and explosive. The city is abuzz with rumors, accusations fly, and the trial is thrown into chaos. Pope John XXII, furious at the blatant breach of protocol and the challenge to his authority, demands an immediate investigation. Cardinal Guillaume, now exposed, attempts to deflect blame, accusing Etienne of forgery and sedition. Etienne, knowing his life is in danger, hides within the labyrinthine passages of the papal palace, desperately seeking evidence to clear his name and expose Guillaume's treachery. He discovers a hidden chamber where Guillaume had been secretly meeting with a high-ranking inquisitor, discussing the fabrication of evidence against Cazals. Cornered, Guillaume offers Etienne a deal, silence and wealth, in exchange for his cooperation. Etienne faces a terrible choice: betray his conscience and ensure his survival, or risk everything for justice.